In today's video, I'd like to show you this area that I'm working on today. So I got a couple of planters that I need to fill up with perennial plants so that I can work on the back here, plant some succulents as well later on. But for now, I really want to block this off, and then that way it becomes like a secluded area. Hello there, my name is Liz, a self-confessed succulent addict. Welcome to my channel, Growing Succulents. This has been a neglected garden, so I haven't worked in my garden that much for the last year or even the first half of this year, and it's only this last couple of weeks that I started working on it again. This corner here I really want to tackle. I got given a couple of planters and it's quite heavy. They weigh a ton, but I managed to put them here, and now here is where the rock border that I put in before, but now I actually removed it and sort of close off this area now. Now these two planters here, I put some styrofoam in the bottom because it's quite a big pot. I don't want to fill it up with just all soil, so that would be enough. But then as the foam disintegrates eventually, I will just keep topping it up with soil. But this area here has been swamped by this beautiful but invasive plant. So I really want to sort of keep them, but I want to take off or remove the pot that's in the middle there that's got a cycad in it, and also some Sagittaria starburst or Francesco baldi. The rest I'm just going to clean up and tidy up. So I have 2 hours to sort of execute this, but I know I'm not going to be able to finish it in one go, so I'm just going to see how I go, okay? I have a whole lot of perennial plants, or I call it cottage garden plants, that I already got here ready. Before I do that, I need to clean up this side here, which is just covered with weeds and also some gazanias. I do love my gazanias, but unfortunately they have grown wild and it doesn't grow in keeping of where I want things to be. But I'm quite happy with this pink flowering, or actually lilac flowering thyme. And look at the bees. Oh my goodness, I love the bees. Look at them. Hello. He's very busy. Look at that. I just love them. So the whole area here, just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So all the way along there, it's just buzzing with bees. Love it, love it. Okay, so I better start because the rain's gonna come in a couple of hours at the most. So maybe I only have like an hour to work in here, so I better get on with it. But look at those bees. Oh, love it. I have just put a couple of rocks and also clean up this area. A couple of rocks will serve as barrier for this corner here. I will continue to get some of those white quartz stone all around the front of this part here, but I'm not going to do that now. I need to plant those beautiful flowers, or else when the rain comes I won't have time to do that. I've got a combination of mulch and also vegetable growing mix, but I'm not growing vegetable and tomato. But anyway, just gonna put this mulch in the bottom. That provides air circulation, and also mix in with the soil. It'll be a much better drainage, or will serve as a much better drainage for my plants here. Okay. Okay, this one actually stinks a bit. Because it's got dynamic lifter. Oh look, hang on, I'll just show you. You see the worms there? Look, look, hello little worm. Mr. Worm, where are you? I can't see you. I can't see the light, but anyway, that's the little wormy there. and shows that the soil is really, really fertile. So we move you back here. I'm just mainly compacting or filling up the gaps from the styrofoam, and also mixing up my soil, my two types of soil. One is actually a mulch. So okay, oh look how healthy the soil is. So much worms in it. Gorgeous. It's a native Australian bush. You see it? And it's got these dainty white flowers that also are fragrant, and it's just so gorgeous. I love the scent. Anyway, this is also bee attracting, so which is good for the garden. And Philothea profusion. I'm gonna start singing Philothea. Anyway, this one goes right here. We tease the roots just a little bit, not too much. Any weeds, remove, and that's good enough. We'll dig it deep enough. There you go. This one is sort of my Sutera Mega Copper. There you go. So I got a pink one, and this one, the other one is I think two plants, pink and purple. So hopefully, I'm gonna put the pink on the other side and this one on this side. There you go. So one there, or should I put it over here so it can sprawl down? So I have a few plants here. So I've got, of course, the Bidens, which is going to provide the splash of yellow. Osteopermum, which is just so gorgeous. Look at that, beautiful. So Osteopermum ecolonis, which is gonna go at the back. And also this one, I have a helianthemum, which is a sunrose, and look how pretty the flowers are. I have one growing on one side there, so actually I'm thinking now maybe I'll reverse this one. I'll put the Sutera over here and that one over there. Anyway, if I have another Bidens, I would put a Bidens in between here as well, but for now I'll just go along with this and just plant these ones. We're gonna loosen it up, and there you go, we plant it deep enough. I do love my perennial garden, or I've always wanted a cottage garden, put it that way. This is before succulents, of course, because we had drought before. That's why I resorted to growing succulents, because we had drought for a long time. And then what happens? You plant succulent, it starts raining and it hasn't stopped. Now I'm gonna put the label in here so I will know what plant it is, because if I don't, I will forget. And helianthemum, gonna go on this side. We'll just tease the roots a little bit. I don't really like disturbing them because they're quite loose. They will find their own way. I hope anyway. But this one, I just want it sprawling down this pot eventually. And they do get hit by the frost a little bit, but they do come back. So that's why. Okay. There you go. That's looking pretty already. Now, labels. Put the labels over there. So if someone says, what is that gorgeous plant? I can tell them, it's a helianthemum. Now this one, Osteopermum, Osteospermum. There's a lot of mums on the plants, isn't it? Mum's the word. And Bidens. The Bidens actually matches up the yellow with all these yellowing spurge growing. Oh, I got a bit of a slug. Sorry, Mr. Slug. Or it's actually a baby slug. So Bidens is actually biennial. So every 2 years you have to replace it. But if you're just hardworking enough, like I used to be, I used to collect the seeds. And then that way I have continuous color in my garden because I plant them and then they grow again, of course, because I collect the seeds and plant them. But anyway, so that's it for now for this one. And of course, I'm gonna do the same on the opposite side. But wait, there's more. So far, so good. I put my plants in and it hasn't rained yet. And let's go have a closer look. It doesn't look much at the moment, but once they grow a little bit more, I'm sure they're going to be just fabulous. Now, who says I'm not putting succulents? Yes, I have a couple of succulents here. So this one's sedum. I got purple haze over there. It's still small, but once that grows, that is going to just explode. So these ones here, I think they're palmeri, and it's got yellow flowers. So that's why I said the Biden plant over here, that would have been nice if I had more of them, but I don't. So I instead put the sedum there. So when they do flower, which is about in spring, and I hope it continues up until the end of spring, and by summer all these other plants will start blooming. So anyway, that's what it looks like, that one pot there and the other pot. But this one now, the Bidens is actually looking a little bit thirsty, so I'm gonna water that. I've got some water from, or rainwater prepared. I'm gonna water that a bit later when I finish doing this video. But anyway, this one now, this is gorgeous. So this is Helianthemum Beach Park Red, and look at the gorgeous red. Imagine that when that starts blooming and flowering. And also this Sutera, which is actually another name for Bucopa. So the purple haze, Graptopetalum, should be okay. And my Pilotheum or something, I still can't remember the name, will be good once that grows as well. So far I've got this one, and now I was expecting for the rain to come, but it hasn't arrived yet. But look, it's looking very, very, very bleak. So the wind's picking up. So I think it's definitely coming our way. But for now, I still got enough time to hopefully clean up this corner here, which is just full of bindi. I've managed to do a couple of hours. Actually, it took me to clean up this area here, and whatever's left over in the corner here, they're quite low enough for me to just spray this once it stops raining. So next week, when we have forecasts of 3 days of no rain, they will be all sprayed. But so far this corner now is looking good. And also, my little Bidens, happy or be happy, is now had a good drink, and look, it's now perked up. So that's it for now, guys. And it is looking pretty again, so I can start cleaning this up, this area here now. And my next job, after I do a little bit of tweaking behind me, is this spot here. So I need to get to this one, even though it looks actually quite nice with all those grass weeds that's growing on it. At least it looks sort of uniform, but they all gotta go. And I have to put some more beautiful plants in there.